In today's news, XRP's flip the switch moment, its price explosion may now just be mere weeks away as Ripple CEO Brad Garninghouse dropped some bombshell information recently on Bloomberg regarding the RLUSD stablecoin, the potential for a Ripple IPO and the bullish ongoing developments and XRP adoption happening in Japan. Ultimately, in this video, I'll be showcasing to you further proof why now may actually be your last chance to buy cheap XRP before what will end up being trillions of dollars, trillions, flood onto the XRP ledger. Because you see, right now, Ripple is evolving into the interledger protocol because their technological solutions now rely on the interledger protocol, and this is very big news as the World Economic Forum confirms in these documents here, the importance of interledger compatibility, therefore compatibility with Ripple and XRP. On a technical level, common standards like ISO 20022 and blockchain standard can be used to ensure seamless integration with various systems like interledger compatibility and also like interoperable APIs, which are bridging mechanisms which can utilize atomic swaps and interoperability protocols. As explained in this image here though, the use of ISO 20022 combined with cross-chain communication projects like Ripple's interledger will enable DLT solutions and frameworks to become interoperable, which is very big news. Ultimately, with Ripple and XRP being ISO 20022 compliant and incorporating the interledger with the XRP ledger, they have created the ultimate hybrid solution for interoperability in cross-border payments. This is precisely why institutions are swarming like bees to honey to get access to Ripple and their technology. They know that Ripple is setting the precedent, the foundation for the future monetary system, and XRP therefore will be an integral part of that, which is a major reason why XRP's price is destined to explode in value. As we can see from Zodiac Custody here, a Ripple partner, heavily regulated TradeFi players are now entering the market, which is very big news. That is what we're waiting for right now, the regulations. Yes, this will make digital asset custody far more rigorous for retail, but this is how this market matures and evolves and explodes. And that is precisely one of the many bullish announcements Ripple CEO Brad Garninghouse made in this interview on Bloomberg. Regulations will be one of the major catalysts that send XRP to the moon. Take a close listen.
It's sort of good news, I guess, for people who have been following what you do. You could be launching your stablecoin a bit faster than most people thought.
Well, we've always been kind of consistent that we're going to do everything we can to launch this year. Everything Ripple does is in conjunction with regulatory approval, licensing, and so a key issue that we will continue to make sure we are partnered with U.S. regulators before we go live with the stablecoin. We'll first issue it, we expect, in the U.S., but we think there's opportunity for stablecoins globally. And certainly Japan, as you, I think, probably know, they approved some legislation a year ago that came into effect this year. And so there's a process underway now to do stablecoins here in Japan as well. Yeah,
I want to talk about that. But when we're talking about the U.S., we're talking about a matter of weeks for this launch.
Yeah, our expectation has been to move as quickly as we can. Some people, I think, thought that might be the very end of the year. We won't know for sure until regulators say, yes, we have the green light. But we're optimistic. We acquired a company called Standard Custody, which had a New York DFS trust license. And there's a process you go through to kind of transfer that and how it's going to be used. We've had a great partnership with the New York DFS, Department of Financial Services, through a BIT license we've had for many years. And we'll continue to partner with them and work through that with them before we go live.
So that was just a small snippet for you to get a little taste of what Ripple is working towards right now in regards to the RLUSD, the developments in Japan, and all in all, how closely Ripple is working with regulators all around the world. Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin is redefining expectations by focusing on institutional investors and will likely be fully released in the next few weeks. This could have a major effect on the adoption and price of XRP. People seem to overlook the critical relationship between XRP and any stablecoin being built on the XRP ledger, because XRP is the native asset of Ripple's protocol, the technology that sets the rules designed to bridge all currencies and digital assets. Stablecoins like the RLUSD depend on the very infrastructure they've been built on, directly linking them to XRP's value and functionality, its success therefore. And for those who haven't done enough research, as we can see in this image right here, the BIS is evidently planning to launch a new stablecoin tied to central bank reserve assets like gold, hence why central banks have been accumulating and increasing their gold reserves for a very long time now, and this will contribute to the value of the XRP ledger ecosystem. And this is the sort of knowledge you need to help better navigate and profit in this incoming bull cycle and financial shift in the monetary system, which is why I created a free to join Discord server where together over 300 of us right now are working to increase our knowledge to find the true crypto journey to be a part of what will be the biggest wealth transfer in history. We are all learning so much already, so by all means come and be a part of the family. Link to join will be in the description below. But now, to circle back once more to the continued bullish announcements Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse made on Bloomberg recently, more evidence to support XRP's explosive adoption and price in the future, take a listen to the use case of XRP and the RLUSD together that Ripple conduct for institutional investors.
Tell us a little bit about the use case. How does this really differentiate from your token itself? Because that's also been talked about, the payment system, right?
Right. We've always used XRP, the digital asset that's kind of native to our technology stack. We've used that as a bridge asset to transfer money across borders. What we have found is that stablecoins, particularly US dollar stablecoins, has gone from a pretty small market to today it's about $170 billion worldwide. And people think that that may end up being 2 to 3 trillion in about 5 years. Given Ripple's place in the payments infrastructure, as well as a trusted brand partnering with financial institutions and regulators, we felt like there's an opportunity to enter the stablecoin market as that market continues to grow. We already have used stablecoins in our payment flows for certain corridors, depending upon whether you're going to the Australian dollar or the Philippine peso. Certain corridors, it's more efficient to use a stablecoin at times. So we always use what's best for the customer, and we decided to go live and build our own stablecoin, and excited to get live with that this year.
So there you have it, confirmation that both the RLUSD and XRP will be used worldwide for cross-border payments. And as you saw earlier in this video, I showcased to you earlier, the success of the RLUSD stablecoin is dependent on the success of XRP and the XRP ledger. So should the stablecoin market reach the predicted $2 to $3 trillion in a few years, like Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse just stated, that inherently means we can expect to see trillions of dollars flowing on-chain on the XRP ledger with XRP in the years to come. And then you have more bullish developments and announcements happening in Japan right now that will further elevate XRP's standing and status. Once more, take a listen to Brad Garlinghouse.
Thinking of building a stablecoin here in Japan, I mean, you said that the regulations here were clearer, but at the same time, is it more of a conservative market, no?
You know, I think Japan has been a more conservative market in some ways, but I actually think that in some ways is also really healthy. Japan, more so than some countries around the world, leaned in early to provide regulatory clarity and passed legislation, both about stablecoins, but even further back, I think 2017 or 2018, the FSA here in Japan issued clarity and a kind of a taxonomy, a framework for how different cryptos would be regulated. And that has really allowed, I think, entrepreneurship and investment to thrive here in Japan. Now, as compared to the United States, which has really been behind, certainly Japan and the UK and behind Switzerland, so a lot of countries are leading, and Japan has been in many ways one. That's not to say they haven't been conservative about the regulation, but I think that can be really healthy. As long as there's clear rules of the road, entrepreneurs will work within them.
So if you're imagining a stablecoin in Japan, what's the time frame?
Well, I think right now, Ripple in particular is focused on let's get live with the US dollar stablecoin. Okay. But I think there will be, people will want to hold yen stablecoins, and I think that's only a matter of time. And I think the regulators here in Japan, again, about a year ago, passed some legislation around that, and there's some companies going through the licensing process right now to get live.
Well, damn, there you have it. Brad Garlinghouse now publicly announcing and predicting the rising demand for yen stablecoins in Japan in the future, which is massive news. No doubt that SBI Holdings Group is positioned to be one of the biggest partners for multiple types of stablecoins in Japan. Sources suggest that they will start with USDC Circle first and then most likely the RLUSD. Japan, in my opinion, will play an integral part in the growth in adoption and price for Ripple and XRP. Remember, the CEO of SBI stated that every Japanese bank will use XRP by 2025, which is only next year. Again, This is why I keep saying that this may now actually be your last chance to buy cheap XRP. This may be the last bull cycle we see XRP's price below $1, if not 5, if not even 10 or even higher. XRP, remember, is designed to be used by institutions, designed to transact trillions of dollars a day, and with a limited supply, it can't remain dirt cheap. The main thing we're waiting on is regulations right now, which I've already mentioned, but then we also have the final revelation Brad Garlinghouse mentioned in the video, effectively announcing and confirming that once Gary Gensler is no longer chairman of the SEC, to which there have been sources suggesting that whether it be Trump or Kamala Harris, neither will re-elect Gary Gensler and he will be fired. So once Gary Gensler is no longer the chairman of the SEC, then we will likely see progression towards a Ripple IPO. Huge news, take a listen.
No US IPO. At least for now.
No, we don't have any. That's not our horizon. We're frankly very lucky to have a very strong balance sheet. We've made acquisitions. We bought a custody company last year for $250 million US. We've done stock buybacks to our private shareholders. But going public in the United States when the SEC isn't a big fan of crypto and certainly Ripple even specifically, I don't think that's in the cards anytime soon.
Now, considering election day is less than 2 months away now and regulations worldwide are now being integrated, Gary Gensler's role is becoming more and more obsolete. So we could see a dismissal, I think we will, and therefore I would not be surprised to see a Ripple IPO in 2025. I would like to believe it'll be in the first half. We'll have to wait and see how that will plan out. I want to hear what you think though. Come chill, chat and learn so much more in the free Discord server. Again, the link is below. But remember, don't look short term, think long term, and I'll see you in the next one.